Hello and welcome to Todd Buck's Built. Today we're working on the DIY Mini House Santorini Sun Coffee, item number AW02-002. We are apparently going to have a great and happy time. I don't know what else we would ask for. This is an item my wife found. She found a deal on it. She's got a group on Facebook where they look for deals and found this. So it is here and we are going to check it out. It's a DIY, ages 14 and up. It has pieces. I think this means that generally speaking, the item goes together like a puzzle in that the pieces click in, although I did peek at the instructions and notice there is some use of glue. Fortunately, well, I don't want to give away the surprise, but, well, I will anyway. In the box, there's glue. So, we're going to work on this. We're going to get going on it and see how it comes out. So, anyhow, the DIY Mini House Santorini Sun Coffee, item AW02-002. Go ahead and flip it over. Check out the back. It doesn't actually indicate who made it other than the actual manufacturer. It's my understanding that there's like one or two companies that make all of these, and then companies like Life, whatever company this is from, resell them. And in fact, when you're looking for these, sometimes you can find the exact same kit for quite a bit less money, depending on who's reselling it. So something to look for if you're out there trying to buy these. I'll have a link in the video description showing a way to purchase it. So let's get into it. Okay, I went ahead and unpacked the box. We've got several sheets of the material that this will be built from, lettered A through G. H is another sheet of material, but this one is plastic and clear for the most part. There's a paper one, with a bunch of things. There's the aforementioned bit of glue, the electronics, and some other bits and bobs that will be used to build the model, and the all-important instructions, which we will actually use. I thought about just casting them to the wind, but realized that that would be I don't know, might make for a fun video, but probably not very interesting to watch. One thing I did notice when I peeked at the instructions is the first thing they want us to do, much like the one of the other models I just did, is to test the electronics. Battery case, test before assembly. So we will do that. There are 3 lights and a touch switch here in this thing. It's also come with a bunch of other parts. Scooch my chair up a little closer. So we will check this out right now. Thing I like is everything's already plugged in, so I don't have to deal with it. It came with some decent little tweezers. Well, decent might be stretching it, but we will use them. A little scrub stick, as the instructions call it, to sand off some of the pieces. So let's get right into this, and we will test the battery case after we figure out how to open the battery case. Oh, and that's the end of the video. I couldn't figure out how to get the battery case open. No indication on the instructions of the secret to the battery case. Let's see if I count. There are, in fact, 3 lights and a magical touch switch, so that's good. However, if I can't get this battery case open, this will either be a very short build or a build that results in a very dark model in the end. Let's see, there is sort of a tab on the... Goodness. Perhaps if I push this in, something magical will happen. Ah, it did. So the key is to push that little tab in. So we'll take a look here. We'll put batteries in. These are some AAA batteries. And ta-da, we have lights. Well, we had lights, then I turned them off by touching the thing. So yes, the lights are in fact illuminated. That is good. And we will set this aside for now. I will leave the batteries in so that later when I move this around, I can accidentally turn it on but not notice, run the batteries down, and thereby enhance the economy by requiring the purchase of more batteries. Okay, so we'll go through this and make sure we've got all the bits and pieces. Oh, we have the battery box, we have the tweezers, the scrub stick, the sticker, and in here some other interesting looking things. Pop this out, take a look. It's a bag of parts that we will look at shortly, but these look really fun to me. These are the potted plants. We have a large potted plant, one of those. We have two medium potted plants. I don't know how well the camera picks the detail up on those. Oh yeah, there we go. They're actually like that mossy material you'll see on model railroad layouts, and then a small potted plant in a fluted container. I have set those up just off camera. Coffee machine, which that seems to be this thing. So I don't know if we're supposed to assemble this ahead of time. It looks like it's a fancy coffee machine with valves and other controls. Perhaps it is in fact an espresso machine. Might be too exciting to handle, so we'll do that later. Okay, and then we've got A, B, C, D, E, F, and G boards. Those are here. Oops, here. And the little clear board H. And there's an auxiliary tool in a position on board G, which happens to be on the top. So I'll go ahead and pop that off right away, as they seem to think it's important. It even says on it, this tool assists in removing small parts. I will say that it's a decent wood. Let's probably MDF, which is made of wood glue and hope. But it does seem reasonably thick. So I will go ahead and move those just off camera and pull them as needed. This is the glue, and put the little sheet over here. Oh, you can't see is that I covered part H with the sheet so that I will never be able to find it. Okay, and it looks like we're starting with a book covers B, a B63, and an N1. Book covers B is here on this sheet. If you've watched my videos before, you know that what I'm about to do is treacherous for me, as it requires patience and neatness. Well, I'm trying to get better at neatness. So B63 is this rectangular piece right here on B. Sort of in that area. Oh, and then I did the thing I always do. I just tossed it aside, and won't be able to find it later. So there is B63. Book covers B is here. Before assembly, one book will be made according to this method, and it looks like also a second book will be made according to a different method. So I will go ahead and take this off the sheet of decals and do my best to make it into a book. I mean, it's not... It's not terrible. It looks like a book. It's a book. I'm calling that a book. And just like that, the first step is complete. Step 2 looks much more complicated. And it looks like we're going to get a book covers A and a pages A. So this N here must refer to the sort of the output. So N1 is the very small book. Pages A. Fold along the crease without pattern and repeat this process. Well, that's helpful. Will this video go off the rails faster than any other? Oh, I guess we're sort of turning them into a bunch of pages. So they should be folded along these page lines, I guess. Okay. I will do my best here. But again, those of you that have watched before know that manipulating stickers, not one of my strong suits. What I'm doing is alternating. So now I've got sort of 2 pages. I don't know how well that's showing up. Oh, yeah, like that. Okay. And now I will work through the remaining pages of what is no doubt a fantastic book that will go upon the shelves here of the Santorini Sun Coffee. Try to sort of keep them under control, but no promises. Why they... Yes, this is going fine. Sure. Not realize I would be binding a book as a part of constructing a model. Oh, and the good news is I've at least done one thing correctly, in that this has worked out to the correct number. I don't have like a hanging fold someplace. So there we go. We've got a book. And now we're going to, well, I'll set that there, and take book covers A off of paper 1, which is here. The Dead Romantics. Oh my. Wonder if that's a real book. Wonder if it's a real book that's good. And there's kind of a spine to the book, and if you look here, they've got it to slight bend. Okay, I will slight bend along the spine. It might actually be scored there. I did not look before I started folding things around. So now I've got to get this into this in some sort of hopefully reasonable fashion, and that is as reasonable as it's going to be. And actually, I mean, it's together. It's N2, and we will set it there with its friend. So there we go, N2. Ta-da! It is a book that is open. Whew! It's very stressful. Oh, and now we've immediately gone to needing to glue things. So I need 3 G3s and 3 F4s, and I will need this glue, the B7000 multi-purpose adhesives clear. See what this says on it. I'll take my glasses off for that. Suitable for mobile phone screen, frame open glue, mobile phone back cover, mobile phone shell, DIY diamond ornaments, plastic toys, bonding. So yeah, I have no idea what kind of glue this is. Keep it ventilated during operation, and don't let children eat it. Please use it in a good environment. All right, we'll do our best. Okay, so I need to, whoa, look at my whole thing there. I really should tack this thing down sometime. All right, so I need some G and F. Here is G, and here is F. And then I'm actually going to put these in order because they were in reverse order for some reason. C. The other interesting thing about these is they really, really want to come out. and I don't want them to come out until we're ready for them. Okay, so I need F4, 3 of them. And they're down here, the bottom left. And they are small things. So we'll use the little pokey bit, which is actually too small. Oh. Try tweezers. Tweezers are working. Glue, bookbinding. This little kit is off to an interesting start. Although technically we have not yet glued. So I'll put these right here. And somehow I have 2. There's number 3. Reminds me I was putting an IKEA shelving unit together. And picked up 6. These dowels that were used for it, started putting it into places, and suddenly found that I only had 5. I have no idea how that happened. I'm just looking at these, trying to figure out how they're going to go on. It shows me there's sort of a darker side, so they're going to protrude quite a bit. And then we want G3. 3 of them. Oh, and there's even a little thing indicating where it should go. So here's 1 G3. 2 G3s. So they're sort of scattered. One near the top, one top left, and one sort of middle right on the sheet. Let's see what we can do about this glue. Do I need scissors to open this glue? Oh. Even comes with a little pin thing that'll hopefully help it to seal and not cure overnight. So there's some glue. Here's a thing, and I am definitely going to use the tweezers for this. The indication really is to put it tall on the piece, and also probably should put it so the reddish side is out. I've already made a bit of a mess. That's okay. Oh, it's like model airplane glue. I don't know how well that works on wood. I guess we will discover together. That does seem to be at least working. I know on ABS parts it'll sort of, I don't know if melt is the right word, but it bonds with part. The other nice thing about that is it, well, airplane glue tends to be well behaved in the tube. Not really inclined to all dry up. I say that, and then watch, if we go to a second day of this, I'll have a whole problem with my glue, or as they call it, paste. Going, oh, there we go. Okay, so that does snap in there and seal up. So that's good. All right, finding the red side. So there's a reddish side and a unpainted wood side. You want the reddish side up, and hopefully line it up with the marks on the piece. There we go. And it doesn't set right away. It does say like a 5 to 10 minute setting time. There we go. There's 2 of them. And number 3. Again, reddish side up. When I've already managed to glue those together. I believe this stuff comes off easily with acetone, but don't recall for sure. Okay. 3 pieces have been pasted. Okay. I'm actually not going to put the little cover on those because they're they have some glue on them. And now it looks like I want G10. Let's go find that. G5, G10. Be careful popping that out because of the little tabs there. All right, so we've got G10. It appears to be symmetrical, and then we're going to glue the 3 pieces we produced in the last section onto it, like so. So, get some more paste. I use hot glue for this. I bought a cordless hot glue gun that I have not tried out yet. Because I don't actually use a ton of hot glue for things. Father and I once used hot glue on a model rocket for the fins. My suggestion is to don't do that, as it did not work all that well. The fins came off fairly early in the flight, which threw the balance of the thing off and, of course, caused it to spiral out of control. Now, it was fun. It was a really cool flight, I thought, but it probably didn't really... You're supposed to recover your model rockets, not have them fall apart. But it was an interesting learning experience. The problem was, of course, that the rocket engine, the motor in it, more correctly a motor, gets very hot and melted the hot glue. Okay, so step 4 is complete. We've got our cabinetry. And now we're going to start actually putting some things together. So we will get pieces D and G. D, G, and F. Well, this is G. We need a 15 and a 12. Here's 15. It's another coffee maker. How many coffee makers is this place going to have? I guess at least 2. Oh, that does not want to come out either. I mean, this one really wants, you know what, I'm just going to, I say, oh, I'm just going to pop this one out, and then it doesn't pop out. Okay, come on out, you. Come out. There we go. And we will set this aside so that I will forget it exists. There. Okay, still working on G15. My little poker. I try to just use more or less the things that come with the kit, because I think, if you're doing one of these, be careful, doing one of these for the first time, you're not necessarily going to have a bunch of tools and things. I mean, I've got all sorts of weird stuff on this desk to help with various projects. Not everyone does. So, right, G12 looks to be bags of coffee. Oh yes, but gosh, it's very disordered. The coffee spilling all over the place on the counter. Not sure customers would appreciate that. So there is G12. Let's go look for F, since I know F happens to be on top. F has another piece that really wants to come out. This really large piece that most of the other pieces are inside of. But off of F, we want F6, which is right here, a lovely looking countertop. Actually, nicer than my countertops. And this one's only a model. Then D12 is some bread. Let's go find the bread. Did I pull D? Nope. Pulled E. Oh, I did see there's a Facebook group for the Row Life creators or Row Life models, and someone had gotten like a dish rack or something, and they used it to store their the sheets on as they're building a model. I thought that was clever. Okay, D12 is some bread right there. It's upside down on the well, okay. So we've got this piece, which I want to flip around to match the image. Go ahead and do it over here, and then we'll start with the bread all the way on the right. No, all the way on the left. The spilled coffee. Which it might have been better to do the spilled coffee first. It's kind of under the bread, but it seems to have worked out. And then the machine will go here, and there we go. Huh, there's a little spot of glue on here. That was almost hilarious. And step 5 is now complete. We will set that aside. Set it that way so it's more attractive. Glue itself to the tweezers. Okay, step 6. We need some parts from F and G. Let's pull those. F5. F5 is right here, sort of the top right. Put that right back because it really wants to come apart. How are these doing? Are these glued down? Yeah, okay. Because I do see this part is coming back shortly. G17 and G14. Here's G17. Put it next to itself, aligned the same way as is in the picture, and then G14 is right here on the left-hand side. Let's see if I can get my left and right straightened out. Okay. And then, so it looks like F5 goes with this hole to the back and left, and we want the, well, neither side is painted. So unpainted sides to the inside for those that are painted. So we will simply pop this in. And do notice in the picture the pins are expected to protrude, and the notches go on towards what appears to be the front. There, that is very shaky and lovely, I am sure. And so I'm going to actually set it down like this, and then we'll start putting these other pieces on. So these are still wiggling a little bit. I just can't help but think there's probably types of glue that are more suitable for this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get this thing in here. Then we'll fix any of the drawers that have gone awry. Or doors. Doors. All good. So we'll try to just pop these in gently. Just exerting a little pressure on the tab. Okay, they are in, and now I'll line the doors up on glue, dry faster. Whoa, rolled right over. Okay, so that's sort of together. It is much more stable now, and I think we'll go ahead and bring this in to complete step 7, whereas these will go on these top bits. As in previous models, though, I want to be really careful not to push too hard on the little tabs. So that is done-ish. I wish that would stop moving. Looks like we're going to leave this piece alone for a bit, but there we have it. The piece is complete. I do like the actual colors a bit better than the picture. So what I'm going to do with this is, since that's all lined up, I'm going to set it there and try not to bump it. We'll see how it goes. All right, moving on to step 8, where we've got some F's and G's again. G20. 21, 23, 2, 20. And as is my custom, I will set it right on top of its picture. And we want F9 and F10, which looks to be more fabulous products for the Santorini Sun coffee. F9. F9, and F10. There we are. There is utter chaos here in the stack, just so you know. All right, looks like F10 goes on the left, and F9 goes on the right. And just like that, that step is complete. We will set it over there. And now we're going to take a tour of many of the pieces. We'll start with G. Well, actually, I've got F on top, so we'll grab F8 really quickly here. That wasn't that quick. F8. It's a bag of something, or box. And I'll set it on there. Now we'll dive down to E, D, and C. Goodness. We'll start with C. I don't think we've met C yet. Hi, C. C2. C2 is right here. Set it there with this the large notch towards the back. See, now I want D27. D27 is right here. It is upside down from our perspective. D27. Go to E9. C11, E8, E7, E9. And then F8. No, we already got F8. I want G16. And you'll be possibly pleased to know I'm putting the panels back in the right order. G16, right smack dab in the middle. Lots of really pretty pieces. Okay, and since G16 is in my hand, we'll start these left to right. They are tilted this way. Let me put one in, and then we'll take a quick look at it. So there, you can see it's tilted that way. Put the rest of these in. This is F8, E9, and D27. Putting a bit of force on them to get them to sort of behave. And there we go. We've got step 9 complete. We'll set that there and move on to step 10. Oh my. This looks important. It says to note the location of the holes and has some measurements and things. Okay. So, this is this piece with the bags of coffee and stacked up cups. So let's find all these pieces. So we want C7, C3, C7, and G5. C3. C3 is right up here in the top right. Almost said left. My goodness. What is happening today? We'll set that there. Later we will note the location of the holes. C7 is right down here. But it looks like it's lined up that way. And now I need G5. G the last one? Yeah, G's the last one. G5 is, oh, here, top left. Oh, goodness. Please don't break. And so it's telling me to note the location of the holes. Ah, I see. So from the top, I want the longer bit. This is 20.6 millimeters, I would assume. Let's look at this on here. These are each a centimeter. So yeah, a little over 2 centimeters. So this is up. Excuse me. And then we're going to flip it around. And then this one comes in with the holes towards the the unpainted side. There's that, and then this one again, holes toward the back, and this is painted on both sides, so it doesn't seem important which side we put on. Though, as is often the case when something's painted like this, oh, actually, no. Order's important here. It's probably easier to put this in before both sides are on, so I'm going to do that. And then I will make sure, again, that the taller part is toward the top. That's the 2 centimeter part, and that's the 1.78 centimeter part. Look at me, doing metric conversions on the fly. Okay, let's face it, the tens parts of metrics conversions aren't the hard ones. It's converting it back to US units that's a pain. But technically, I know the US deservedly gets international grief for not embracing metric, but we actually do. Like the inch is legally defined as 2.54 centimeters. So we're metric, we just make it a lot harder than it needs to be. But in the end, we've come up with the completion of step 10. We've got this little bit of a shelving unit here. And now we need to find piece G7. So I want to check these, see how they're drying, and they are good. Curing, I guess, would be more accurate. Anyhow, so this is going to go on top. Do that first, and then it looks like we're gluing this nice little front piece on. And so here we go. We will put this guy in here. Like that. And now chase down piece G7. Ah, it is right here. So top middle. It came out very easily. If you don't have the same experience, be very careful popping those legs out. Use one of the tools that came with the kit, either the pushy thing, I believe that's its technical name, or the tweezers to help with that. So this, I'm going to assume, should be flush with the bottom here, but not with the protruding pins. So what I shall do, and we're using this right away too, that's concerning because the glue does not exactly dry instantly, but it does not take a long time to dry. Cure. So I will do this. I'm gonna a little here, and a little here, and a little here, a little here. There and there. We will close this back up. And I want to get rid of some of this glue, but I don't really want it on my hand. I need a victim. Oh, let's see. I don't really use this that often. Let's see. Go ahead and name that tool in the comments. It's funny. It's just there so that I know where it is when on the incredibly rare occasions that I need it. It's an odd little tool. So yeah, name it in the comment. Tell us all what it is and what it's used for, because it's a funny little thing. Okay, that is glued. Really loving this glue. I would say, again, I try to just use what comes with it, but a wood glue, Elmer's glue, something like that, even though it takes a lot longer to cure, would be a better choice. However, without regard to the type of glue in use, we have completed step 11. It looks like in step 12, we're going to bring these pieces together. There are holes here on the top of the cabinet that these pins on the bottom of the shelving unit are going to go into, but I can't set this down and just jam that in because this is sitting on pins itself. But hey, that actually went in really easily, and then I knocked the door askew, so we'll fix that door. And there we go. The unit step 12 is complete. I will set that over there and hopefully not come back to it for a while, because I would like it to cure, let the glue do the things the glue needs to do. Okay, now we've got a bunch of pieces from F and C, and we're apparently going to build these 3 boxes or drawers or something. So let's find C and see what's going on, because it looks like C16, C19, and C23 are the middles. C16 is right here. I am going to... Are they the same? They are the same. I wonder why they have different numbers. It just makes it easier. There is a wide pin and a narrow pin, and it looks like they want to go like that. So I'm going to set it next to it. So that was C16. So these look the same. I don't know for sure. So there's C19, and then C23 is going to go here. It's a rather large piece has come off of C. This is C13. Put this up here, where I will forget it exists. Oh, more pieces off of C. Come back. Okay, so these are all Fs. F16, F17, C9, and C10. Again, these all look identical. They're sort of left side mid. Knocked the paint off. That is a C9. This is C10. Should probably use the little pushy tool rather than destroy the paint. There's C10. And this gets 11 and 12. $11, $12. Ah. 12 did not come to play. 12 over there. And now I want F. And I suspect I'm still going to need that. F is next to last. I do think all of these pieces are the same. 2 F3s. Oh look, F3, F3. Put these up here. F16 and 17. 16, 16, 16, 17, 17, 17. Okay, 16, 16, 16. Looks like each of them gets 1 F16. Again, I don't know that they're not identical, but I don't know that they are identical. And then everyone gets an F17. There. Well, that really wants to come out, doesn't it? Okay. We got these F17s. Now we're going to build these boxes, and they're going to be fantastic. Okay, so we'll start with the first box. In general with these, I find that if I've got notches, those are the easier to do last. So I'll put the F16 and F17 on first, and then F3 or the two F3s on this one, and we'll see how it goes. And these are sliding in without really gripping. And do pay attention, it looks like the unpainted sides they want them to the inside. So hopefully this will help strengthen the thing. It's a lot like that cabinet piece in the without these sort of cross members. It's not terribly strong, not terribly stable. Okay. Unpainted side to the middle. There we go. It's together. I'd say be careful with it, but there's an N4. And so we'll build a couple more of them. Again, the painted sides out. For the drawer itself. Probably some really cool thing gonna happen with it. I assume they're drawers. I don't know. Trays? I don't know what they are. They really want to wiggle around until these the C10, C9, C10, F3, the pieces with the pins go on. And it does seem to stabilize quite a bit. If I can, get the stupid thing to go where it's supposed to go. Lost another bit of paint. I don't get too stressed about that. I mean, I would like the model to look nice when it's complete, but I also recognize it's being built by hand, and that, the companies that make these aren't going to spend any extra money to make sure the paint adheres well. Spend exactly what they need to and no more. I'm just glaring at my computer over there as it seems to have decided it's going to do an update. Hopefully it doesn't break anything. Okay, and the third piece. Third boxy thing. Maybe I should try a different method. Nah. Painted bits to the inside. The whole thing falls apart in my fingers. Whoops, almost put the painted part to the outside. Come apart. See, when you want it to come apart, it won't. I don't know how they do that. Going back to everything being made as inexpensively as possible. They seem to have applied a lot of technology to making sure that if you want it to come apart, it doesn't. Oh, go there and don't make terrible, scary noises. Okay. That's there. Again, painted part to the inside. And we'll just hope all of these pieces slide right in. And they did. And there we have a third box. And step 13 is now complete. Okay, step 14. My goodness. Don't know what we're building. Sometimes you can look at it and say, oh, I'm building like here, we're clearly building some sort of shelving thing. Okay, not important. Start with C. Need a C14, which is here. The bottom right. It's painted. It looks like we want the painted side out. So that's C. F15. Then we go to G. So there's D. E. Whoops. Again, moved the whole thing. Note to self, tape the whole thing down someday. I mean, everyone knows it's probably not going to happen. Oh, there are a bunch of pieces here that you may need to be kept track of. Okay, so C14 is down here at the bottom. F15 is the one that's going to go on top. F15 rather. And then we move to G. Hang on, I got my stuff all out of order again. Just like that, it's back in order. G. I've got a G6, which is here, and then the G13, which is here. And they do appear to be identical. But that was G6, the middle one, and then G13 is the bottom one. This rather complex looking piece. Oh, and then I need G8 and G18. Here is G8. G8. And then G18 was right next to it, both sort of middle / top middle of G. Okay, so I've got G18. F15 doesn't look like makes a difference which way, so we will set these in. It's the where we end up. Oh, I did it wrong. The 2 holes should be on the bottom, probably so it'll fit with that piece. Often follow instructions the second time. We're going to hope these pins all line up. And again, unpainted side to the inside of the piece in this case. Well, that just does not want to line up until forced to do so. Still doesn't really want to line up. Oh, that's fine. Normal wood destruction noises. Sometimes that's the paint coming off. Okay, and then we want to put G18 on. Again, the pins will guide us here. So the 2 pins go at the bottom. The trick here is you have to get everything to line up all at the same time. Interesting to think about the shelving unit I built earlier today. Had the same thing where you had to get a bunch of things to line up. Otherwise it wasn't going together very well at all. I've got 2 of them in. The same sort of thing. These bottom ones really did not come to play. Whew, there we go. So yeah, there we go. Step 14 is complete. So it looks like we're going to use this in the next step. We need a B31. That's A. Oh my goodness, these are all out of order. I thought I put them in order. Whew. B, C, D, E. All right, try that again. B. B31. B31. So that there. And then this is G4. They were mostly in order. G4. 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 Oh. Right, now, so this one you want to press carefully. You don't want to push in the middle here. You want to push along the edges or use the tool to try to pop things out. Again, still, even with the tool, just pressing on the edges. And then this is going to sort of come out like it's almost like it's on a hinge. There's usually 4 binding points with these. Okay, so I've got this thing and this thing, and it looks like this notch and that pin are going to go together. And it sets into it. And say with all this confidence as it doesn't go together at all. There we go. Ooh, that was the snapping there was nice. And then on the front, same thing. Got the 2 pins. I want the blue side out. Same sort of advice here, though. Don't push on these middle pieces. Push through the tab. And there we go. We've got that. Step 15 is now complete. Oh, and look at this. All sorts of things are about to happen. Okay. So it looks like we're going to put C8 on the top. And then put our... well, they did turn out to be drawers. How cool is that? Oh, did I do these wrong? I did them wrong. I did them wrong? The instructions wrong. I did them all. I did 2 of them right. And 1 of them wrong. The painted bits should be to the outside. Oh, now this. Oh, boy. We'll just redo this. Painted parts out. 2 out of 3 isn't bad. I believe Meatloaf said that. Mr. Loaf. Painted bits out. And if I have the opportunities to sort of hide away the part where the paint did come off, I will do so. We'll see how this goes together in the final assembly there. Okay, you go in here. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay. Crisis averted. All right, so let's track down C8. C8 is here, middle right, as C6 tries to come up. C6 is very pretty. I think I see it coming later, but not much later. That'll probably be in part 2. Okay, so I've got this thing. There's 1 hole on this. It seems like I want to have the blue part this way and the hole this way. We're going to attach something there later. There are the 2 pins and the 2 slots, and there we go. That is done, and then these guys go in the part with the smaller notch to the outside. Oh yeah, that just is going right in. It's not going in at all. So I use unreasonable force. As Big Clive says, there's a YouTube person who takes things apart and explains how they work. Highly recommend his channel. Okay, despite the alarming noises, that is complete. It's interesting that we essentially built full drawers for that, but it's done. Okay, we want G1 and the coffee machine. So let's do G1 first, because the coffee machine, as far as I know, is unassembled. And we'll have to look and see if we need to move that around. For some reason, C was on the bottom. I swear I'm trying to keep them in order, but obviously not doing a great job of it. Okay, G1 is here. Be very careful. There's a tiny pin coming out of the side of it. I don't know if that's decorative or functional, but I do believe it is fragile, at least compared to some of the other pieces. Okay, so we've got our shelves, drawer. That is in. And now we deal with the coffee machine. And what I want to do is go through and see if do we assemble that now, or is there a later step where we build the whole coffee machine, because it really looks like there's a bunch of little pieces. Okay, so All right, looks like it's its own thing. So, if there's instructions, there are little instructions in there. So, what we're going to do, we're going to call this the end of part 1. If you enjoy the video, please give it a like. If you want to be notified when the next part is posted, subscribe and turn on your notifications so you can find out. Thank you for watching, and I will see you at part 2.